The World Tourism and Council Summit is underway in Kigali, the capital city of Rwanda. The WTTC's annual Global Summit is the most influential travel and tourism event of the calendar. And this year, industry leaders gathered with key government representatives to continue aligning efforts to support the sector's recovery and move beyond to a safer, more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable future. In attendance is Burundi's Vice President, Prosper Bazombaza, Tanzanian President Samad Suluhu Hassan. At least 45 countries are in attendance. News Central's Bongani Sisiba has details.
The much-anticipated World Travel and Tourism Council Summit is a historic moment for Africa as it hosts the event for the first time. And this platform will see countries coming together to discuss strategies to promote tourism globally. Rwandan President Paul Kagame highlighted the country's incredible resilience and progress.
We should not lose sight of our own continental market. Africans are the future of global tourism as our middle class continues to grow at a fast pace in the decades to come. We must work closely together with partners like you to continue developing Africa into a premier destination for global travel.
The summit also sheds light on Rwanda's remarkable transformation and how it serves as a model for sustainable development across the continent. Moreover, Rwanda's dedication towards conservation and wildlife management has yielded impressive results. The country's effort in protecting endangered species such as mountain gorillas have attracted attention worldwide. As other nations participate in this summit, they will surely learn valuable lessons in sustainable conservation practices.
In the 1980s, there were under 200 mountain gorillas left on this planet. They were on the brink of extinction from poaching and from deforestation. Today, there are over 1,600. They know that because they do a census every year. And the reason the gorillas were saved is actually really simple: travel and tourism.
As the summit progresses, ideas will be shared, alliances formed, and a collective commitment to the future of global tourism is beginning to shape. The summit serves as a catalyst, igniting momentum needed to create a thriving and responsible industry.
If Africa is to rely on natural attractions, it is imperative that we should prioritize conservation and support efforts to preserve cultural sites, artifacts, and traditions, and to ensure they remain accessible for generations to come.
With Rwanda being at the forefront of this summit shows that Africa is being recognized. And it is clear that Africa is also ready to welcome businesses and visitors from all corners of the world. Bongani Sisiba for News Central TV, Kigali, Rwanda.
And joining me on the news is Sam Adeleke, a travel and tourism entrepreneur. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Now, let me just start off by asking you, what really is the essence of this tourism summit underway in Rwanda?
This is the largest and, of course, and most influential summit where thinkers, leaders, and those that really pay attention to statistics gather to look at how the world has evolved and also how the world is recovering, especially post-pandemic. And from the statistics read out by the president of WTTC, it shows that the resilience of nations has really been phenomenal. However, China is still one that is lagging behind because they are still dealing with some COVID issues as we speak. But globally, travels generally has increased. So really, that summit is to emphasize the fact that travel and tourism is thriving, and countries should not hesitate to pull their weight and to give all the resources needed to ensure that tourism arrivals increase across the board.
Okay, Mr. Adeleke, let me just ask quickly, how can tourism, thrive in such intense security environments like ours with so much security risks?
Interestingly, security is not a major hindrance to the growth of tourism. Why? Because some of the biggest tourism destinations across the world, even in Africa, South Africa, which is number one, they have a major security crisis. We all know, well, some of us do know, that Lagos is safer than Johannesburg, but it's about image. It's about amplifying the beauty and the amazing destinations and what people are expected to enjoy. So we are not even thinking of that, to be honest, because security is the least of our problems. Everyone that is coming to Nigeria as we speak, to patronize us in the industry, if they are skeptical, we provide the security personnel that they need. But generally, security is not a major issue. It's a propaganda that is being pulled by the Western media and some other competing countries that makes Africa and Nigeria looks like it's a security mess. But really, it is not a big deal. Security issues are all over the world.
Okay, Mr. Adeleke, just hold that thought, and thank you so much, of course, for your expertise.